Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I will solve this problem statement which states print one subsequence with character C. Right, this is the character. So basically, we are provided with the input string that is ABC, and these are the all possible subsequences, right? We have already seen how we can print all the subsequences in a given string in our earlier videos. You can always refer that. Now for ABC string there are 8 possible subsequences, correct? AB, ABC, AC, BC, B, C, and an empty string, right? Now what the problem statement is asking is we need to print only one subsequence which consists of a character C, right? So how many subsequences are there in all which contains C? That is ABC contains C, AC contains C, BC contains C, and C contains C, right? We need to print only one of these subsequence which contains C. So this is the requirement. This is the problem statement that we have, right? So before proceeding with this problem, you should be aware about a problem which we have viewed in earlier videos, which states that how we can print all the subsequences. That is very important. So if I pull up the sheet, so this was the original problem on subsequences which deals with printing all the possible subsequences. So this is very important video. You should definitely go through it because this is the fundamental, and on this there are multiple problems that can be made. So one of the problem that we are solving today is also an extension of this problem, printing all subsequences, right? So here in this earlier video, in this earlier problem, I have shown you the what we call here is the tree, recursive tree, and the pseudocode for printing all the subsequences, right? So if you observe the recursion tree here, at the end, at the base case, you are getting all the possible subsequences, right? And now we are asked to print only the subsequence which consists C, right? So we will need this one or this or this one or this, right? And this is the pseudocode that we have written earlier, right? So what I will do is I will basically copy this pseudocode in my new sheet, right? So this pseudocode is of how we can print all subsequences, right? Now there are some modification that we need to do here so that we can achieve the solution for this problem statement that we have today, right? So what are the modification that we need to do? So if you observe the base case here, what we are saying in base case for this program, print all subsequence. So if I is greater than equal to n, we are straight away printing up the data structure and we are saying return. Now this need to be updated. This needs to be updated. Now what will happen here is if I greater than equal to, if my I reaches n, I need to check if my data structure, in this case temp dot contains the character C. If it contains the character C, I will do maybe a sysout, right? We are printing the data structure here, and then I am saying return true, right? And outside if condition I will say return false, right? This is the update in the base case. I will come back to you on why we are returning true and why we are returning false. What is the relevance of that? I will come back to you. Again, in the logic section, this is our logic section. What needs to be updated here? What's need to be updated here? Here we are doing a recursive call, right? So this needs to be updated. This line will become if condition again, if function call, that is our recursive call 1 plus I plus 1, sorry, same thing we are writing it here. If my recursive call is giving me true, right, I will say return true. This is another update. Here also we have to do the same thing. Whenever my recursion call is placed, I have to update it. If my function call I plus 1 and temp equal to true, I will say return true. Don't worry about why we are returning true. I will explain you in a short. Right, we have written this. Now what we'll do, we have to add an additional statement here, which is return false. That's it. If you do the following updates in our print all subsequence pseudocode, you should be able to, find the solution for this given problem, right? So let's go through. In the base case, what we have said is if my data structure contains C, I will definitely print the data structure and I will return true. Otherwise, I will return false. So what this states is whenever I'm doing a recursive call, for example, here, this is the recursive call, right? This is the recursive call. So I am saying to the recursive call that if my recursive call is returning me true, that it means, then it means I have found the word or a subsequence which contains C, and I don't want to proceed further with the recursion, right? So I am checking here if my function, this one I plus 1, and if I pass temp to the recursive call, and if this returns true, I am saying uh, return true. I don't want to proceed with the below code, right? I am just returning. I don't want to do backtracking and then again proceed with the recursion. So I am done here. So same thing I have done in this recursion call also. If my function I plus 1 is returning me true, I will say that's it. I have found the subsequence which contains the character C, and I have to stop now. Return true, right? Return true. And at the end, if we are not hitting this base case, right? If we are not hitting this base case, that then it states that we are not able to find any subsequence which has character C. So at the end it will return false, right? I hope this makes sense to you. I will write a pseudocode for this in Java and I will update you shortly, right? Thank you. Okay guys, so this is a demo program that is written in Java for our problem statement print one subsequence with character C in it, right? So it is a really very straightforward program, and it is an extension of the program that we have solved earlier, which states that how we can print all the subsequences in the given string. So let's see this. Here as an input we have a string abc, and I have a function, and I have a main block here, right? So let's understand the function here. So in the function, it is taking two input parameters. First is index and second is the data structure, which will hold the subsequences, right? And we have a base case and we have a logic part here. So let's see the base case. As I have already explained, whenever my index is reaching the end of my data string, right? End of my data string, I am checking whether my data structure consists of C or not. I mean the current value consists of C or not. If yes, I am straight away printing the data structure and I am saying return true or else return false, right? And in the logic section, in the data structure I am adding the element at the index whatever is there in this current index, right? And in the recursive call here, I am checking whether the output from the recursive call is true or false. If the output from my recursive call is true, I will be returning true, or else I will proceed further to do backtracking and then proceeded with another recursive call. Right, so in this recursive call also I am checking whether this recursive call is returning me true or false. In case it is returning me true, I will return straight away to true and I will not proceed with this part. Right, so this is a sample code as I have already explained in this previous section in my sheet. This is exactly the similar implementation which is written in Java. And coming to the main block here, nothing fancy going on. We have created a object of my solution class and one object of my list, and then I'm calling this function, right? This function. Let me quickly run this. So as you can see, we have printed one subsequence which consists of C in it. So this subsequence basically consists of C, right? I hope this problem statement is clear to you. We will work on some another problem related to subsequences in the upcoming videos. So stay tuned. Thanks guys.